Elon Musk. The name itself sparks debate. Visionary entrepreneur, ruthless disruptor. In the tumultuous landscape of the 21st century, one thing is certain: Elon Musk has become a force to be reckoned with. His influence stretches far beyond the boardrooms of Silicon Valley, reaching deep into the corridors of power. Musk's foray into the political arena began subtly, like a whisper in the wind. It wasn't long before this whisper became a roar. His early involvement with the Trump administration sent shockwaves through the political establishment. The world watched, captivated, as the maverick entrepreneur stepped onto the world stage. Musk's appointment as head of the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, in January 2025 was unprecedented. Here was a man known for challenging norms, tasked with reforming the very heart of American bureaucracy. His mission? To streamline government operations, cut costs, and usher in a new era of efficiency. The appointment was met with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Supporters lauded Musk's bold vision and unwavering determination. Critics questioned his temperament and lack of political experience. One thing was clear: Elon Musk was about to shake things up in Washington. Musk's tenure at DOGE was a whirlwind. He approached the task with characteristic zeal, slashing budgets and implementing radical restructuring plans. Agencies were merged, departments were dissolved, and thousands of federal employees found themselves out of work. The speed and scale of Musk's reforms were breathtaking. He argued that drastic measures were needed to break through entrenched bureaucracy and eliminate wasteful spending. Critics accused him of recklessness, arguing that his slash-and-burn approach was causing more harm than good. The honeymoon period was short-lived. Musk's popularity began to wane as the consequences of his actions became apparent. Public services were disrupted, projects were stalled, and morale plummeted within the federal government. The political winds began to shift against him. By March 2025, just 3 months into his term, Musk's influence within the Trump administration had begun to fade. His name, once a constant presence in Trump's pronouncements, was now rarely mentioned. The whispers started, whispers that the alliance between the two titans was crumbling. The Department of Government Efficiency, once touted as a testament to Musk's vision, became a symbol of his fall from grace. While Musk's political star may have dimmed, his business empire continued to thrive. SpaceX, his aerospace company, had become a global leader in space exploration, partnering with NASA and launching countless missions into orbit. Tesla, his electric vehicle company, had revolutionized the automotive industry. Musk's relentless pursuit of innovation and his unwavering belief in sustainable energy had transformed Tesla from a niche startup into the world's most valuable auto company. And then there was Starlink, Musk's ambitious project to provide high-speed internet access to every corner of the globe. With thousands of satellites orbiting Earth, Starlink had become a lifeline for people in remote areas and a strategic asset for governments around the world. Musk's ventures were not without their controversies. Critics accused him of being a ruthless businessman, willing to exploit workers and cut corners in pursuit of profit. His companies faced lawsuits and regulatory scrutiny, but Musk remained undeterred. He had amassed a fortune unlike anything the world had ever seen. He was the world's richest man, a symbol of innovation and disruption, and a lightning rod for both admiration and animosity. As Musk's wealth and influence grew, so too did the scrutiny surrounding his personal and political views. His pronouncements on social media, once dismissed as the musings of an eccentric billionaire, were now dissected and debated by millions. His political leanings, once difficult to define, began to shift noticeably to the right. He railed against what he saw as excessive government regulation and the dangers of woke ideology. His attacks on California's lockdown policies during the pandemic alienated many former supporters. Musk's personal life also became fodder for public consumption. His tumultuous relationships, his unconventional parenting style, and his public battles with critics all served to fuel the media frenzy surrounding him. The Biden administration kept him at arm's length, excluding him from a high-profile summit on electric vehicles. Musk responded with characteristic defiance, accusing the administration of being beholden to big labor and ignoring the contributions of Tesla. The acquisition of Twitter, which he rebranded as X, marked a turning point. Musk's stated goal was to create a digital town square where free speech reigned supreme. However, his critics accused him of turning a blind eye to hate speech and misinformation. As Musk's star rose, whispers of Russian influence began to circulate. Allegations centered around Jonathan Buma, a former FBI agent, who claimed Russia's GRU targeted Musk. Buma alleged a honey trap operation to gather compromising material on Musk. Musk denied the allegations, calling them nonsense. A Wall Street Journal report in 2024 seemed to corroborate Buma's claims. The revelations raised serious questions about Musk's loyalties. Section 6. The Ukrainian Gambit, Starlink and Shifting Alliances. The Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022 thrust Musk into the center of yet another geopolitical storm. As Russian forces advanced, crippling Ukraine's communication infrastructure, Musk stepped in to offer Starlink services to the besieged nation. His actions were initially hailed as a lifeline for Ukraine, allowing the government to maintain communication with its citizens and coordinate its defense. However, as the war dragged on, Musk's stance on the conflict began to shift. He became increasingly critical of Kyiv, echoing Russian propaganda about the need for a negotiated settlement. He publicly questioned the wisdom of supplying Ukraine with advanced weaponry, arguing that it would only prolong the conflict. Musk's shifting allegiances seemed to align with his growing political alliance with Donald Trump. He became a vocal critic of U.S. support for Ukraine, arguing that it was diverting resources from more pressing domestic issues. His actions drew condemnation from Ukrainian officials, who accused him of siding with the aggressor and undermining their fight for freedom. Once hailed as a hero, Musk was now being branded a traitor by some. Section 7. The Price of Power, Personal Toll, and Public Scrutiny. The relentless pressure of being Elon Musk began to take its toll. Rumors swirled about his mental health, fueled by his erratic behavior and his own admissions about his struggles with insomnia and anxiety. His use of ketamine, a powerful anesthetic with hallucinogenic properties, became a subject of public debate. Critics questioned whether he was fit to lead his companies, let alone wield the kind of influence he had amassed. His impulsive decisions, his public spats with critics, and his tendency to overpromise and underdeliver all raised concerns about his judgment. The arrest of Jonathan Buma in March 2025 on charges of leaking classified information added another layer of complexity to the saga. Buma, who maintained his innocence, claimed that he was being silenced for speaking truth to power. His arrest raised questions about what the government knew about Musk's dealings with Russia and when they knew it. Through it all, Musk remained defiant, brushing off the criticism and continuing to push forward with his ambitious plans. But the cracks were beginning to show. The once untouchable entrepreneur was now facing a reckoning, forced to confront the consequences of his actions and the price of his extraordinary power. Section 8. Back to Business, a retreat from the political stage. By the spring of 2025, Elon Musk found himself at a crossroads. His foray into the political arena had been tumultuous, marked by early triumphs and a swift fall from grace. His alliance with Donald Trump had soured, leaving him politically isolated. The allegations of Russian influence continued to dog him, casting a shadow over his every move. His companies were facing increasing scrutiny, and his personal life had become a tabloid spectacle. The weight of the world, it seemed, was pressing down on him. In the face of these challenges, Musk appeared to be retreating from the political spotlight. He stepped down from his role as an advisor to Trump, citing the need to focus on his businesses. His once vocal presence on social media became noticeably quieter. Was this a tactical retreat, a strategic move to regroup and re-emerge stronger than ever? Or was it a sign that Elon Musk, the self-proclaimed techno-king, had finally met his match? Section 9. The story unfolds, stay tuned. The story of Elon Musk is far from over. He remains a towering figure in the worlds of technology, business, and even politics. His every move is scrutinized, his every word dissected. But one thing is certain, Elon Musk is not going away quietly. He is a man of contradictions, a visionary entrepreneur who can be both inspiring and infuriating. He is a disruptor, a rule breaker, a force of nature who has left an undeniable mark on the 21st century. What does the future hold for Elon Musk? Will he be able to repair his reputation and regain the trust he has lost? Will he continue to push the boundaries of innovation, or will he be brought down by his own ambition? The answers to these questions remain to be seen, but one thing is for sure. The story of Elon Musk is a story that demands to be told. Stay tuned, Subscribe to our channel for exclusive insights and in-depth analysis as this captivating saga unfolds.